Barnaby Jones will not be seen tonight, so we may bring you this special presentation. Okay, here we go. And when I typed up for the description, I think, hey, that actually will make a pretty good, intro. Instead of constantly rotating these, substances. Well, I presume that. I didn't find a character. Are you ready for some Fortnite? Yeah. All right. Right now, the closest I could probably find is, karaoke for all my rowdy friends who come on over tonight. But it's not quite the same. I have to do a little tweaking here and there. But it's an idea. I'm going to have to figure out what I can do there. All right. So, went through the shot. Again, the thing is get the game up and connected and all this stuff first. So, but I was also going through a lot of videos I had piled up that I wanted to watch. And again, I will say this about the whole Jimmy Kimmel, Charlie Kirk thing. Jimmy was not suspended because he said something naughty. He was suspended because he lied on the public airwaves. He wasn't telling a joke. He was saying something that was established fact, and it wasn't. In fact, it had been established not to be the case for at least 24 hours before then. That no, this kid was not MAGA. He was not even close to it. Oh, Republican family. So fucking what? It's like Bill Maher said in his response, yeah, what 22-year-old dating a transgender have rebelled against his family? Come on. I don't think anybody with a functioning brain realized immediately this kid was not MAGA. And yet, I'm surprised I'm seeing people who actually buy that line. They're actually going, oh, yeah, it's MAGA. No, he wasn't. It never was. It's some idiot on MSNBC tried to fuss at, oh, man, MAGA is not, he was too moderate. Make it up your mind, guys. Was Charlie Kirk far right or was he a moderate? You can't have it both ways. And there's just so much just wrong with that. This wasn't it earlier. Because, one, the both sides argument is bullshit. Okay, it's starting to be people are starting to dig into these, stats. Like, no, there's a lot of stuff you're not counting. Other stuff you're counting wrong. Like that guy up, when they were doing the Summer of Love up in, Portland or something. And they, something that Crowder pointed out. They showed the video. Hey, we got a Trumper. Bam, bam. That wasn't counted. We couldn't tell the political affiliation. He was killed because he was a Trump supporter. How much clearer can you get about political affiliation? So like that right there, the fact they didn't count that invalidates the entire estimation of, well, it's both sides. No, it isn't. You're not counting that. Then what the hell else are you not counting? Yeah, it's some itching here. And Tim Pool went through. The most complete stats are from like 2023, but let's face it, if anything, it's gotten worse. But he went to that and determining the political affiliation of the perpetrators. Democrat, over 23,000 incidents of political violence on the left side. On the right side, 850 something, less than 900. It's not both sides. We're not buying that line of bullshit anymore. And the whole thing, but you need to lower the temperature. Says the people who are doing the shooting. No, not happening. There can be no coexistence with these people. Tim Pool pointed, but the Nuremberg trials. Yeah, after the threat has been neutralized, then you bring it and you give them a fair trial. Shots are being fired, lives are being lost. This ain't the time to lower the temperature. No, fuck you. Okay, I just had to went through round and round and some idiot over on Facebook. No, it was the right. That's like, come on, ask a black lady about Charles. Does MLK's niece work? Because she put out a video. In fact, I had to pull the video. So that's none of that's true. Oh, really? Here's the video. And she said, no, again, she knows what real racism looks like. Back when you did have segregated water fountains. Back when it's very clear, no, what you don't go here, and again, the assassination. Her uncle, Martin Luther King Jr., her grandfather, her mother, and made it quite clear, no, Charlie Kirk was not a racist. He was spreading the gospel the best he could and welcoming people in, and all he wanted to do was talk. He wanted to have the conversation. He wanted to talk things out, And again, for that thing, Roddenberry would love him because Roddenberry loved the debate, loved the talk. And also, Roddenberry was generally not so dogmatic. He wasn't afraid to have his mind changed if he got a good enough argument. Now, I don't think he would have gotten Roddenberry back into the church. But yeah, his religious background was similar to mine, Southern Baptist. So, and I think probably similar conclusion that there's something missing here, Not saying there's nothing out there, but there's something missing in this equation here. The Bronze Age God images are not quite fulfilling it, but some. So that's Roddenberry was not a rampaging atheist. He had his own ideas about There's probably something akin to George Lucas's idea of the Force is the same thing. It's like the Force is a distillation of pretty much all religious things. Just what is the bare bones? Just strip away all the nouns and the weird animal pictures and everything else, and and just what is the general message here? Let's try and get a picture of the entire elephant, type of thing. And that's what it boils down to. There's some force out there. There's a good There's a good side of this force, and there's a bad side of it. It can be used for good or ill, depending on how your mindset is. That's what it amounts to. And I think with our limited, three-dimensional thinking, trying to figure out a multi-dimensional universe of at least 4 dimensions. This is the best our ape brain can figure. I think there's something out there that we don't understand and can never understand. We ain't equipped for it. You got to go by which version hits the high points for you. And again, going by my thing, Judeo-Christian thing seems to hit a lot of the high points. That's why you've seen probably the most advancement and personal freedoms and then fairness and everything else is under Judeo-Christian setups. And before anyone says, what about the Muslim right? Yeah, that came to a screeching halt when they had their Reformation and went back to, when the Wahhabis took control, and then they had their back and then rock hard, and all scientific advancement and research ceased. Came to a screeching halt. In fact, even logical thought came, because the idea is that to research into, look in this and to try and reason things, that is, somehow trying to know the mind of Allah. And that is blasphemy. That is not allowed. You're not allowed. So you're not even allowed to logically think or rationalize out. Under fundamental Islam. Yeah. where you're getting advancements or anything. It's like, it's areas where, well, basically, where the rules are relaxed and you're allowed to think. Sometimes it's benevolent for the benefit. Other times it's for the advancement of, like, the Iranian regime. Yes, you scientists can think and rationalize and logically think that because you're going to advance us expanding the caliphate and taking over the world. That sort of thing. The rules for thee, not for me. But that's doing it. But it's like, well, it's like the Reformation and the Renaissance. It's like they kind of go hand in hand. You wouldn't have the Renaissance without the Reformation, I think. And Catholic Church kind of put back on its back feet and letting people, loose for a little bit. And to an extent, you got the reaction being the Inquisition. What a show. We are a weird race. I mean, we go through many fits and turns trying to work things out, and sometimes we do the very stupid things. Eventually, we figure things out, but And that's the kind of thing that kept Roddenberry going. It's like, eventually we figure things out. We tend to squabble and fight and kill each other a lot, but eventually we figure things out. And we get some advancement. It's still building and growing and learning things. It's like we're not quite a lost cause. Really, we have to, know when to tell the primitive tribalists, shut the fuck up, get back in your corner. We're trying to move on. And sad to say, but that group is now the political left. They're not interested in advancing. They're interested in just, total debauchery, frankly. Kind of goes with what I said. Society reaches peak depravity and starts sacrificing its own children. Well, guess what? What do you think trans ideology is? That's what it's involved into. It is sacrificing children. And that is why I am so violently opposed to it. So, no. That's it. You have worn out your welcome in civilized society. But as the current situation, it's like both sides don't do it. Because one thing, we have not spent the past 10 years accusing the other side of being, fascists, Nazis, and everything else. Although there have been episodes where it points out, guess what? That is Nazi behavior. What you guys are doing. What you're doing is fascist. We're not, it's like last time I checked, fascists weren't interested in limited government. Yeah, that was not a good situation. Chalk that up to first round glitch, which is like I said a few times in posts. Like I'm getting sick and tired of being lectured to about fascism by people who don't know fascism from focaccia. Yeah. Something Metatron did a video about were the Nazis left wing or right wing? The part of the problem with those compared is to keep trying to boil everything down to American style right or left politics, and the rest of the world doesn't operate that way. That's a kind of a relatively recent, development for you. Basically, the Nazis kind of borrowed, a little bit of, what we consider right wing, but a lot of left wing stuff. And the only thing really say is they're a totalitarian dictatorship. It's kind of their own side. Quit thinking left and right, and just think this is what they do. And you got to broaden the perspective. You can't just go by the name either. Go, well, the socialists. Well, by that standard, is North Korea, because like you said, the Democratic Republic, North Korea, or the People's Republic of China. Nothing Republican about it. So you got to go beyond the name. Hold on. Like I said for a while, fascism really is more of a tactic and approach than an ideology, and it's basically just strongman politics. Centralized government control and stomping out all opposition. And the big hint is that the symbol is the fascia. The big bundle of sticks with an axe blade on it. Ironically, that's a very prominent symbol in America. Damn it! If you wonder what that thing is on the backside of the dime, yeah, that's what it is. And it's also in the House of Representatives, where, up at the top where the speaker is. You can see a couple of them right behind it. Now, granted, that thing I think has been there a lot longer than even before the fascists. It's an old Roman symbol. Not 100% sure what it's doing in American thing, but the founding fathers did love their ancient symbolism. Most of Washington D.C. looks like a tribute to Rome and Greece. I think we're ready to get on here. Well, wait, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, that was close. Ooh, hello. There we go. All right, now let's get going. But our side, starting with Obama, with his, the bitter people clinging to their guns and Bible, religion, is like they get escalated to, the Hillary with, basket of deplorables comment, and it's just, just keep ratcheting it up until, they just flat out calling us Nazis and bigots and white supremacists. After a while, it's, you only got to expect some nut job is going to figure, I'm going to be a hero and take out the Nazis. And the fact that Laughing Boy, on one of the rounds that he had written on the shell casing, "Hey, fascist, catch." That's exactly what they're feeding into. So over the, I can't be responsible. No, bullshit. You started this. Your side started this. You were counting on it. Fomenting the hatred somewhat, dehumanize. This is what, Gina was talking about in her thing. They didn't start one by one. They didn't start with the camps. You started off with, you start dehumanizing one side. Start making them the other. They're not really people. Until eventually it comes to the point, and then you get to the point where, like, Blair White said, they're not killing us because we're Nazis. They're calling us Nazis because they want to, so they can kill us. Okay, let's go. God damn it. Please let there be a vehicle up here. Come on. I need to find a car or I'm dead. didn't know it's going to shoot me out here. Some damn distance here. Okay, there's a car. Yes, good. Someone takes it, I noticed me. Whoops. Hi. Just waiting for her long to get out. Man. Did she get back in? She got back in. All right. Well, this could be interesting. I just hope I don't get nailed for teaming, because I'm not teaming. She's hitchhiking here. Bye. I still don't have a single elimination, actually. Go figure. Are there any gas stations up on this area? No, it's about to be irrelevant anyway. No. Oops, sorry. Okay, let's. Close enough. Time to be Lasiki. God damn it. Okay, let's go. Not sure I level up or not. Imagine if I had some way to get a hold of Hank Williams Jr. Tell him I did, this little gag. You ready with the Fortnite? Yeah. I shoot him my party. This is old Hank. Ready to get the thing started. All my rowdy friends are playing with me in Fortnite. Okay, let's see that. Yeah, didn't level up. Just two more. And then we're into the super styles. Or hypers, or whatever the hell. All right, where are we on quests? Didn't do a one. Okay. Well, I didn't eliminate anybody. Okay, let's just jump on in here. There was one discussion, when there was a Tachyon Pulse, but concern, mentioned Kimmel and federal. It's like, no, the feds did not step in. Okay, this was the, but starting again. Oh, it's because it happens both. No, it's like it was getting pretty bad there, and I was, the guy. There's the same thing going on with Germany. There, I said, don't you even think about doing the Nazi comparison. I haven't seen anything since. I assume. I would have hoped that he just shut it down at that point. But no, that's it. We're done. Kind of reminded there. So why you don't do the politics? And they say unless you are a political channel, don't go there. Politics is a blood sport these days, especially now. I was saying that before anybody got shot too, but now it's no. We've got one side so brainwashed and paranoid to think of and then anything to the right of Karl Marx is automatically evil and fascist and Nazi. There's no reasoning with people. Rush was right, but now we've really gotten. There is no reasoning. There's no living. They can only be defeated. There is no living with this psychosis. In all accounts, Charlie Kirk was the nicest guy in the world. Didn't have a racist bone in his body. Everything they're saying about it is just a lie. We go through and actually said. For one channel, a gay black kid just starting to think, and he knew Charlie's one of the reasons the game is starting. No, you get a chance, start going. It's like being a homophobe. It's like you would be surprised how many gay people work with Turning Point. By the way, so you'd be surprised how gay Turning Point is. That's there. The big thing when you want to see, but whenever he has the big one going around, but had a gay conservative come up to him in one of his events, and Charlie made it clear: no, gays need to be welcomed to into the movement. It's like, may not, agree with your particular lifestyle, but that's no reason to, drive you ostracized. No. Because the conservative movement is about far more than trivial little bullshit like this. Bitch! God. Let me start that. Here's a good Brimley. Kimmel's show will be back on the air on Tuesday. On tomorrow night, I guess. Except on Sinclair stations. They're still not carrying it. The first guest is going to be, Governor Gavin Newsom. It's like, yeah, that'll draw an audience. It's like, no. Like, the fact remains that, his audience sucked, but, his ratings sucked before. They're going to continue to suck. And if this nonsense hadn't happened, they'd have canned his ass for low ratings. Let the contract run out. No, you're not working out for us, Jimmy. So, unfortunately, one thing happened is, this kind of gave him a little bit of life. But I think so many, we got our. You think Kimmel getting suspended is anything close to the equivalent of Charlie Kirk being assassinated in front of his wife and kids and thousands of onlookers? You are sadly fucking mistaken. On the fact, Jimmy can still go home to his wife and kids. Charlie doesn't have that option. And again, anybody with a broadcasting background, and again, I'm not speaking, I'm saying, Tom over at Midnight's Edge, Grun Beck, other people who've actually had to go through and deal with the FCC can back it up. No, you deal with the FCC. It's like you got to go through all kinds of things, and you get hired at a station. One of the things they drill into your head, if it's a radio station or a TV station, whatever, they don't endanger the license. Don't do something stupid that gets their license at risk. So, no, it's not a freedom of speech issue. Your freedom, that's the government. They cannot throw you in jail for something you say, but you can sure as hell get fired for it. At the very least, you say something dumb, and you will get suspended. one of the Midnight's Edge, as Tom was saying, he got canned from the station just because they played the wrong song. Another particularly egregious. I mean, part of it's also, I think, just the nature of the business. Like you're hired to be fired. It's a common thing. New program director comes in, he wants his own people. He wants his buddy to get that time slot. You've been in there for 5 years, doesn't matter. Damn it. I mean, Rush Limbaugh's time, he got fired like 7 times in different stations. One of them was like he didn't like some kind of pronoun use or what. He didn't think, what? Just looking for an excuse to can his ass. I got time for this. Okay. Nope. All right. Hmm. Go. Well, I got it. What the hell? Let's see where it goes. All right. What the hell? Oh. Well, that confirms it's Daft Punk. No more guessing. It's a Daft Punk concert. Okay. Okay, nothing in there. Or something up there. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, shit. Now, what I need is a car. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's been some fighting going on here. All right. It's got a truck I can grab. Okay. Now we're going to do a much longer. Yep. What? Hold on. Hmm. Let's get up in here. Or not. Ooh. All right. Like that. No. Wonder. No, I don't have more time for it. Hey, the storm is sending on the pickle thing. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can rain on someone's parade here. Damn it! Oh, shut up, you. All right. Okay, I'm going to take care of something real quick here. Back in a bit. Back, let me go ahead and throw up a video here. Frankly, my butt needs a bit of a break anyway, so let's see. And I could throw up the Charlie Kirk thing, but that's only like a minute and a half. So let's keep it on Star Trek. Alrighty. Hmm. And I don't do any stuff either right now. That's going to keep that a little more lighthearted.
No, hell no.
Let's see. How long is this one? 13 minutes. No, I get a little longer here. And there's 20 minutes. It's 16. That's 12. That's almost an hour. That's an hour 20. It's the same one, just different. Yeah. Okay, let's see. It's a little bit of a rewind here. Back when we had Darth Vader in the game. About 37 minutes of this. Let's see how this goes. Now this should be interesting. Whoa, shit. Okay.
You are a worthy opponent. Perhaps one day we will fight side by side.
I'll take that. Okay. Hey.
Imposter. Your imitation was adequate. Your training is complete. I will lead your squad to victory.
Okay, then. All right. All right. Suggestions, Lord Vader?
My suggestions are born of strategy, imposter. You seek guidance, observe, learn, or are you incapable of independent thought?
Oh, I'm quite capable of independent thought, but you're the experienced one here, so.
Capable of independent thought, and yet you still require suggestions, apprentice? Very well. I will offer guidance where it is minimally necessary.
This is going to be fun. I take it you don't like running.
And yet you run from battle, imposter? I find your lack of commitment disturbing.
How'd you get her ahead of me?
A helicopter. I acquired it, apprentice. A rudimentary means of transportation, yet occasionally useful. Why do you inquire?
Just curious.
Curiosity is a path to knowledge, imposter. Knowledge leads to power. Are you seeking a particular revelation? Another chest, apprentice? What treasures did you uncover from its depths? Or was it merely a repository of useless trinkets?
Even trinkets have their uses.
Trinkets, you say? I suppose even distractions serve a purpose, imposter. Distraction from the futility of your existence, perhaps?
You know, they have doors.
Doors, apprentice? Do you suggest we seek shelter from the elements within these structures? Or are you merely commenting on the architectural prowess of a civilization soon to be under imperial rule?
I was mainly commenting on you tearing down every wall you come across.
And yet you find fault with my methods, imposter?
No, just an observation.
An observation, you say, imposter? And yet you felt compelled to vocalize it. What inspired this sudden surge of awareness?
Just making conversation.
Conversation? A curious pastime, imposter? Does it sharpen your skills or merely dull your senses with idle chatter? Searching a cash register, imposter? Is petty theft now a skill you seek to master? Such actions are beneath even a Sith.
Helps pay the bills.
Indeed, trooper. A means to an end. Though I find the pursuit of galactic domination a more substantial form of payment. Do you find the contents of those registers useful?
At times.
Assisting the Empire is a full-time pursuit, imposter. But if credits are what you seek, prove your worth on the battlefield. It is where your worth is truly measured, is it not? The dark side is strong with you, imposter. Your victory brings us closer to crushing all resistance. Continue to demonstrate such efficiency.
Do you still find yourself occasionally signing checks as Anakin?
That name no longer has any meaning for me, imposter. It is a relic of a life I left behind. Why do you ask?
Just wondered.
Wondering is a luxury I rarely afford myself, apprentice. Is there a purpose to this idle contemplation?
I just noticed I'm actually shorter than you.
Your stature is unimpressive, imposter. A disadvantage easily overcome with the power of the Force. Does this observation have a point, or are you simply stating the obvious?
Something I just noticed.
And what is it you have noticed, apprentice? Speak plainly, rather than dealing in trivial riddles.
You know, if you team up with Vader, as Vader, he will address you as imposter. Okay? He recognizes what skin you're in. Okay, what is going to be a really good mix to go with Vader here? What the hell? Let's see how he reacts with Palpatine.
You have learned much.
Damn it. All right.
Palpatine. Your training is complete. I will lead your squad to victory. Observe and learn, apprentice. Stormtroopers. Never a match for the dark side, I see, apprentice. Emperor Palpatine, do not hold back your anger. Let the dark side flow through you. The Emperor's power is such that even the most loyal of stormtroopers crumble before it. A testament to the futility of resisting the dark side.
Oh, yeah. This one's a keeper. Okay.
The Emperor Palpatine wielding a lightsaber. The legacy of the Sith flows through that weapon, amplified by his command of the dark side. The legendary weapon in your grasp, Emperor Palpatine, holds power rivaling a Star Destroyer. I trust you will take great care in harnessing its abilities.
It's a good deal more talkative. I hadn't said a damn thing yet.
Press the assault, Emperor Palpatine. Channel your fury into every strike. Show no restraint. Full health restored, Emperor Palpatine. Your resolve is satisfactory. Let us ensure it translates into decisive action.
What is your recommendation, Lord Vader?
Emperor Palpatine seeks my recommendation, and yet it is I who will be instructing you today, apprentice. My recommendation is always the same. Crush the opposition.
Very good, Lord Vader.
Very good. Mere competence is expected, Emperor Palpatine. Display power exceeding expectations.
And what of young Skywalker, Lord Vader?
Young Skywalker? His potential remains a wild card. He is a powerful asset, but perhaps an even greater liability. The Jedi's misguided teachings weaken him. Do you agree, Emperor Palpatine?
Skywalker will either become one of us or will be destroyed.
Indeed, Emperor Palpatine. Young Skywalker's destiny hangs in the balance. The boy is strong with the Force, but he is not without weaknesses, vulnerabilities the Jedi have instilled in him. Will he embrace the dark side, or will he be consumed by the light? Tell me, do you believe he can be turned?
He shall either be turned or destroyed. There is no other option.
Indeed, Emperor Palpatine. Turning Skywalker would secure our victory, yet destruction would eliminate a threat. Is the Force not about choices? That map marker, Emperor Palpatine, what destination draws your attention, and are we now heading in that direction?
Well, why not?
Why not? Because indecision is a weakness, Emperor Palpatine. A decisive plan is better than a hesitant one. Why do you question the direction?
Even in conquest, Lord Vader, there's room for a little fun.
Fun. A concept often misunderstood, Emperor Palpatine. Distractions can be a weapon, but only if wielded with precision. Are you implying there is something amusing about our current mission?
It's possible.
Possible, yes. But is possible sufficient for the Emperor, my ally? Or does he strive for guaranteed victory?
Oh dear. Okay.
Jar Jar Binks, a disturbing reminder that even the Force cannot erase all mistakes. Shall we focus on more pressing matters, apprentice?
I was planning on going upstairs here. Okay. Oh, no, not there. Okay.
Emperor Palpatine, you've been hit. Take cover, Emperor Palpatine.
Okay, I think that's the hell. Okay, let's go ahead. Links in the description help support the channel and help me get a better computer so it looks like less of a slideshow. This thing's going on. So let's go ahead and bring the game back up here. Just going through the quests we got here. I don't know what are the milestones. One more elimination, we got that out of the way. Or at least moved up one more notch. Thank the bus driver 5 more times. Get that going. So let's go ahead. Oh, and to renew our food benefits thing, and hopefully I found a way to include the bill for the internet because there's a thing for other utilities. Well, yeah, this is a utility. Nowadays, internet is a utility. You pretty much have to. You cannot live really without email of some sort, and we need the internet. So hopefully we can get that $100 figured into it, and also between the increase in our rent. I don't know if getting rid of the car will help because I'm just here for $300. But hopefully, update that, and that will filter over to the housing area. It's like, yeah, you be counting this? Because we can't get them to back off with counting the gross instead of the net. I don't know what brainiac thought that was a good idea. I'm figuring them should base these things on what people are actually paid after taxes, after everything. What are what is the final paycheck look like? The gross is on the, as far as the person getting paid though, the gross is an imaginary number. We never see that. The only real number is the one actually the net. I figured who is currently the head of housing urban development, throwing a thing at them. So yeah, can we have a little rethink of the way things are done in this thing? Because the way this is figured, you're actually hurting people this way, okay? This is not helping when you're not counting what they're actually getting paid, so you can figure what they can actually afford. I don't think we're going to go there. And I have gone round and around with them. Well, it's collect. I'm not saying it didn't. You didn't collect. You didn't figure the number correctly. I'm figuring it's been figured unfairly. Couldn't get that through their thick heads. Point. It's like I'm not being paid that. It doesn't make any sense to figure it by that. I mean, so far, my employer has not seen fit to go along with the idea of just paying me the gross. So we're still in the same pickles we were before. Just in case there's something there. There's a way to get down from there without breaking my neck. Yeah, this way. Again, hopefully, because, what? I am streaming right now. Who do you think I'm talking to? We'll get you a tea later. Hold on. Already got a shotgun. Okay, just got one. Yeah. Yeah, and you can wait a little bit too. So I'm kind of occupied at the moment. Just wait a minute. Well, now it works. Creep. Okay. Yeah, it takes care of that issue. No. All right. Huh. Well, now wait a minute. Let's mark that for now. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I knew. Second, I'd find a small one. No. There we go. Forgot which button to push for a second there. Okay. Now I found another one. All right. Of course. Screw it. I got time for this shit. after I already bought one. Okay, need a car. And I'm like that. I got all the med kits I need. That's what here you got. Okay. Okay, well, they're duking it out over there. Bitch! Okay, back in a bit here while I get stuff for tea. All right. All right. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but yeah, the apartment inspection, we're not quite in the clear yet. We're we're no longer an imminent threat of being booted, but it's like we're kind of on probation. So, oh, whoops! Get out of that. 5 seconds outside, easy enough. Okay. So yeah, we need another inspection schedule for the 2nd. We need to show some marked progress, and I think we may. I think I've also found where they're getting in, where those bugs are getting in. There's a little gap in the drywall next to one of the cabinets. A little hole going like that. And I'm pretty sure the bugs are in the wall. And they kind of got disturbed when they're doing work out there in the hallway. So there's some water damage from upstairs. They rip out an entire piece of wall. That was fun. Couldn't get to the front door. I didn't go all the way around. And I think that stirred them up a bit, and caused the problem. That and the cold snap and the fact that, they weren't exactly a sterile environment in here, so they found their way in and found that it was good for them. So, we do have some housekeeping coming in tomorrow at noon, but they also said, I was told that if they see we got a bug problem, they're going to drop everything and do it. So it's probably going to be a 1 day thing at this rate. So hopefully do some work, take out some trash or whatever, but so I think we found the problem here, though. So we can, hopefully we can revisit this later. Once this issue has been dealt with. We got a note on the door. So I understand you've declined the use of they just, decline the use for clutter truckers for future, because it's like there's really not much else they can do at the moment. I mean, they got the big major stuff, and that's what we really need is the big major stuff. The rest of the minor crap that I should be able to do myself. Oh, you weasel. Like that. And that. There. All right, hold on here now. Bitch! You little cunt. Hmm. And then I'm once they grind it at this point anyway, but still, it's annoying. Right. Hmm. Yeah, that is one thing that the Burton movies did give us, is using the cape as a glider. They've never done that before, not that I know of. But it made a lot of sense. You know, it's like, why not? Better pack that just in case. All right. Okay. That one must have snuck in somewhere. Okay. Should be one. Oh, there's one out there. Okay. Yep, so I already got it. I didn't get that one though. Sloppy. Okay, anything up here I need to know about? Nope. Let's go up top. Yep. Gold is always good. Whoever's up here was maxed out, I guess. I'm hearing a rare chest. All right, hold on. Oh, actually not a rare chest. It's one of those guys. Okay. Anything in here? Oh, got gold. No two. There we go. Get a little last minute shopping in here. And get the hell out of Dodge before they close the doors on you. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Damn it, stop locking up on me. Let's grab that issue. Okay. There has been some action around here. And they took her out. Weasels. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, the choppers are gone, so you just you're on foot, Sparky. Or am I? To the backcopter. just yet. Just got here. Yeah, now was that really worth it? Okay. This one's already got it. Well, that ain't happening. All right. Go ahead, take it. I got another one over here, I think. Yeah, one right over here. Hmm. Well, that was interesting. Let's get back in here, see where we're at. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we did level up now. Let's take care of that. And that's what the spray's in. Okay. So we're gonna have to do 2 more to get the next one, as usual. Let's go ahead and set up. Set up the Dragon Zord. Based on the White Ranger, I guess. So that's a back bling? Yeah. And yeah. Pretty much properly set up here. There's the Megazord. Now let's see. Check something here. So there's a glider to go. Like, look. No glider. So he'll come down on the tiger, on the lion Zord or whatever. Dragon Zord. I said I did not follow the show very carefully. If it was on after whatever I was watching ended, it's like, I looked at it and said, okay, fine, whatever. I watch it because I like Amy Jo Johnson. Okay, beyond that, I didn't give a shit. It was kind of obvious what kind of show it was. So. Okay, Wolverine, there it is. Give Batman a bit of a rest. And actually, I'm to 2 hours. Got my, the level ups. Got the Megazord set up, and it's going to. Okay, I'm done. I think I had enough for the night on that. Got a few decent rants in. For those coming in late, just rewind, start from the beginning. Okay. For those looking for a good indie rant, I'll just say that gotta look at the latest photo set. It's like not one appearance of the plastic dick. So it's like, femboy, that's an empty label now. Admit it, indeed, you're a woman. Okay. You're 30. Playtime's over. You're a woman. Admit it, okay? Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with being born a girl either, okay? The shitty shit you went through had nothing to do with you being born a girl. It had to do with the fact that people are shit. And if I could take it away, I would, believe me, okay? You deserve so much better than that, but yeah, we're not going to rehash that, so we'll talk at you later.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Well, the plan is ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang up. Whenever there's a hang up, you'll find